Hey guys, so today I am making a card from the stamp set Snowflakes. Now I know this is Christmas, but I just received it when the retire list came out. I went ahead and ordered it. It is obviously Christmas, but it is retiring. So I wanted to make sure to show you guys some projects with this in the event that, you know, we're not really thinking about Christmas. But if you are not thinking about Christmas, kind of get it in your head and grab this while you can. Now, the stamp set does have coordinating framelits. The stamp sets are guaranteed till the 22nd, so May 22nd, and then it's while supplies last. So this is still available. The framelits that come in the set are while supplies last, and as of right now, as I'm filming, they are still available. They are also on sale. So I think they're normally around $27, but you can get them for $21.60. So everything will be linked below. So definitely check it out if you're interested and grab this while you can. It really is an adorable set. It has 22 stamps and it has all these little accessories that you could take and put on other stamp sets. So this is a great stamp set to use with other things you may have. And some great sentiments. Merry Christmas. There's Snow Place Like Home. Let It Snow. Time to Chill. I love this one. Snow Way. It's Christmas already. So that's really cute. And everything has a coordinating die with it, minus the sentiments. And the snowflakes. The snowflakes, do they? No, it does not look like they have a coordinating die with it. So we are going to, I'm going to show you some sample projects I picked up off Pinterest that I cased that use this set before we get into what we're going to do today. So I made these two sweet little tags, very simple, very basic, but really cute. This ribbon is the Succulent Garden ribbon pack, and it's actually retiring, but it's on clearance right now. So, or not clearance, but sale, and it is still available. So if you need some white or rich raspberry, I think is the other color ribbon, this is a great pack. Anyway. So I used the sentiments and I just cut out a strip of Whisper White, and then I made my little characters and assembled their little pieces all together just to create simple, sweet little tags. I used a white gel pen to create some stitching. So I did that. And then I saw this cute little card on Pinterest. I changed it up a little bit. I added a snowman and a candy cane. But I did some ink blending with some white heat embossing for the snowflakes on just a piece of Whisper White cardstock. And then did the sweet little snowman. And then I stamped my sentiment, which I think is a little crooked. I'll have to go back and fix that. But really cute, really simple. Here are the two sample projects I made with the Snowflakes and the dies. Now, I was on Pinterest and I saw someone pair this stamp set with the Foxy Friends. Now, the Foxy Friends is being carried over, so this is available and will be available. It's not retiring, but I just loved how they used some of the accessories on the foxes, or Fox and Friends. There's two foxes, and you can use, I've seen someone use it as a skunk, you can use it as a raccoon. So you have different animals, but they paired this with some accessories. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm bringing in the Fox Builder, and this is carrying over as well. So this would be available, and this would be available after June 1st. For my card, I'm just using a piece of Whisper White top folding for my card base, and then a Whisper White panel that we are going to stamp our images on and create our little scene. And I'm actually going to do something different. Instead of doing top folding like I cut it, I'm going to create the card like this because I want a landscape scene. So I thought this would be a lot of fun and different. Now, we are using a lot of inks today, so I'll go through them, but whatever I end up using, I will link below because sometimes I usually change my mind. So Basic Black, Pumpkin Pie, Basic Gray, Real Red, Old Olive, Tangerine Tango, and Garden Green. Now, I don't know if I'm going to use Tangerine Tango or Pumpkin Pie, so I'm going to stamp it out with you guys and see. So I'm going to clear everything off and we will get started. Okay, and I haven't even started and I've already added another color. I forgot I wanted to stamp the log that comes in the Foxy Friends, so you're going to need chocolate chip, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp the log. because I want one of my little foxes to sit on something. All right. Then I'm going to take Real Red and I'm going to ink up the little scarf. And this stamp is from the Snow Place. So ink up the scarf in Real Red. And then wait for it, I added another color. We're going to do Pacific Point. And as always, links will be below because I'm kind of all over the place as I make the cards. So everything I use will be below. So we have our little accessories. Let's go ahead while I have some space here, and I'm going to go ahead and ink up the trees. Now for the trees, I'm going to use Old Olive and Garden Green. I kind of want the foxes to be in a forest, and there are two different size trees that I'm going to use. They're the fox friends. The punch obviously does not punch off the tree, but there are framelits that are retiring that you can purchase that coordinate with these stamps that you could punch the trees out, and I will link that below. I'm actually wondering if I should get them because I do like these trees. And I like the idea of having a die to cut them out instead of having to fussy cut them. So we'll put that aside, and then I'm going to come and grab another piece of Scrap Whisper White. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp the rest of the trees that I want to use. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and take my panel, and I'm going to stamp a few trees directly on my panel, and then the rest will be kind of popped up to add some dimension. So okay, for the fox, I'm going to try pumpkin pie first. Now on the punch, every piece of the animal, the fox or its friends, it comes in pieces. So in the stamp set, you also have stamps that come in pieces. This one, you could do the head and the tail, but the body, you would have to fussy cut. So what I'm going to do is, I like this stamp because it has a little tuft of fur here and the little lines in the forehead area, as you can see here. So I'm going to stamp it out a few times in order to cut each piece out of this one, because I can, the way this fox is shaped, I can put it together with the Fox Builder punch, but I want some of the features that the stamp gives me. I don't want a solid image. Now, that being said, you have your images where you could put together your fox. So you have a face, you have the whiskers. So this is my first time doing it, so bear with me. First, I'm going to go ahead and stamp this one because I know this one I'm going to have to fussy cut. So we'll just stamp him down. He's adorable. Okay, I like that color. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut him out. And I'm going to stamp his head because I want his head to be three-dimensional. So I'm just going to ink up his head and stamp that here. And I could do his tail as well. We'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and punch out his head. I'll add his face in a little bit. Okay. So I'll put that aside. I could fussy cut him out as well, but I kind of want to put him together. So the tail, actually, I could stamp by itself because it's the same tail. So we'll go ahead and do that. All right, let me cut. All right, here is the tail. And then be careful not to pinch yourself. I just pinched myself. I probably have no business doing the punches. So let's go ahead and do the body, and then I'll have to stamp out the head again. And as you can see, I'm going to be cutting off part of the head, but that's okay because the head is going to go over that bit. So let's see, and make sure your hands are clear. And then punch this out. All right, so now I'm going to take my basic black and I'm going to go ahead and stamp faces on my little foxes. So adorable. There we go. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut out my trees and then die cut out my little accessory. All right, I've cut out my pieces up at the top here, and here I have my panel. And I wanted to add some snowflakes. So I am taking my basic gray and the snowflake stamp out of the Snowplace stamp set, and I'm inking it up in basic gray. I am stamping off twice, and then I'm going to add the snowflakes. So a very light gray to my panel. I don't want anything too dark, especially snowflakes, which are white. But since my panel is white, obviously that wouldn't work. So then we have a very light snowflake. You could also do this in blue. I think a really light blue would be very pretty as well. So now I'm just going to take my pieces and kind of place them where I want. I am going to go ahead and put my fox together. That would help. I'm just going to use glue dots to adhere my pieces together. And then on this one, I went ahead and stamped his face. This one, I want to kind of make it 3D, but I stamped this and it's kind of blurry. And I'm too lazy to restamp it, so we're just going to leave it. And then add him. I think I want him right there. So I want him, this one on the log, to wear the little earmuffs. So we'll go ahead and add these. All right, so I'm going to put this headphones, earmuffs on him. Oh my god, that looks hilarious. There we go. And then even though I like his little white tuft right there, I'm going to have to cover it by with the scarf. The scarf just didn't look right on the one walking. So I am going to trim the scarf a little bit though, so it looks like it's wrapped around his neck and not hanging off. There we go, that's a little better. So now that we have our little foxes put together, I am not going to worry about them right now. I'm going to go ahead and attach my trees. And I probably made too many, but that's okay. And I want to pop my foxes up, but I also wanted to do the trees. So I'm just going to do a couple here. You'll need some Stampin' Dimensionals, which I didn't have out. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and pop our foxes up. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and pop this whole panel up. I'm using some foam tape. I'm almost done with this foam tape, and I'm so excited. Stampin' Up! Doesn't sell this, but as you know, if you're familiar with my videos, I like to, for panels, I don't like to use Stampin' Dimensionals because I like full coverage. I don't want any edge to dip. So Fun Foam is even better because then you have your full surface, but I am so excited to get rid of this foam. I have my big roll of 3M that came in, standing by, staring at me. All right, so we'll stick this on the panel. Very straight. There we go. And then I need a sentiment. So I have this piece of black strip of cardstock that's perfect size for my sentiment. Use my Emboss It bag to get rid of any static. And then using my Versamark to ink up my sentiment. Stamp that down. And then I'm using white embossing powder. Like that. And I'm going to go ahead and heat set that and trim it. Alright, I used the same foam tape. I'm just going to pop it up here. Making sure it's straight. So I hope you guys enjoyed this and found a nice way to use 2 different stamp sets to create a very different Christmas card. I know it's only May, but I definitely wanted to showcase the Snow Place stamp set because it is just absolutely adorable. It is only available and guaranteed till May 22nd than it is while supplies last. So if you're interested in this kit, you definitely want to grab it, or stamp set. If you have any questions, let me know. All supplies will be linked below. And if you do not have a demonstrator, I'd absolutely love your support in placing an order with me. Or if you are interested in joining my team, please let me know if you have any questions. I would love to have you on my team. So I will catch you guys next time. Bye.